NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
But simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. And that's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot. C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Good carry and pickup for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost a 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans will be happy to see that guy all year long.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The tackle made by Malik Hooker.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 46-yard line.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rosen will throw. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
1st and goal at the
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who were blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
On the pickup.
A look at the numbers for Doyle from a week ago. 8 catches, 95 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Rivers on the money, complete, and he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 8.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10. At their own 20.
David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's being a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it. That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
That's good for a Texans. First down. First and 10.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. And they found the opening and exploited it.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and a yard. Rivers, he completes this one to Mack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
49-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also with the offensive line wants to keep everyone in.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Rivers sacked. A loss of 12.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
Now here's David Johnson in the Houston offense yet again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rosen, he's letting it fly, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
At the 20-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red end zone. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They give to Cannon. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. For a 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Rosen looking to throw. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown.
Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I was told?
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Ball carrier, Bernardrick McKinney.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
3rd down.
From the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston set to take over. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Rosen now off the bootleg. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, they're extremely athletic. And they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. At his current pace, Sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from it. On second down, here's a run with Mack. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And
the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up
second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Texans take over first and 10. At their own 11.
Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Now, he may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Rosen on first and 10. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's third down.
Sets up
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A couple of first downs as the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
intercepted.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And all the way down to the 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And a Colts first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. He's going to let it go again. And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
28, Colts 7.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this carries into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's a gain of 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rivers. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
6 yards. It's second down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Mark.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. J.J. Watt, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Rosen over the middle throw complete. It's Fuller. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It's a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Rosen, screen play, Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Here we go. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Rapid.
On third down, Rosen. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On second down, it's Cannon, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Well, it was third and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
The 27-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Number 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
The tackle by Nick.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And this is caught at the 8.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. To throw is Rivers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To the air again here, Rivers. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Angelo Blackson breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. A good throw here finding Pascal. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
He wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play. Now, this is an example of breaking down in defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Third and long here for Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
1st down, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A Rivers throw going to be caught by Pittman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He's going to let it fly. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The Colts' leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go again with Cannon. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.